Hi, my name is myli-ann, and welcome to my first little video. I'm going to tell you about my favorite books of 2025. I know you're meant to do this before 2025 ends, but I do not care. Anyways, this is now my third time recording this video because I have a camera, but it keeps freezing randomly during the recording. So then I have to redo it, and I don't want to. So I'm just going to do this on my phone because it's easier and looks better anyways. So also, wait, nails. Okay, so my 5 stars of 2025 is what this video is going to be, and let's get started. Here we go. So the first book, also this is in no particular order. It's just in a pile, and I'm just pulling from the pile. So I'll tell you what was my favorite book of the year at the end. First book is A Canticle for Leibowitz by Walter M. Miller Jr. So A Canticle of Leibowitz is about the passage of time, practically. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty because this is a complicated book and it was hard for me to read, actually. I had a lot of trouble getting through this book, but I think the payout is worth it in the end. This book pretty much says, I'm going to smack you in the head a couple of times, and you're going to realize how often we really do repeat history, and that's what this is about. And I think it's a very important read, especially right now, with everything going on, to read, because we do repeat history quite a lot. And this book and our current state of the world shows that. Yay! Okay, so I think that's why I gave it a 5-star, not because I enjoyed it, but because I do think it's an important read for people to read, especially right now, again. This book was also for a dystopian class. The first 3 on this pile are actually for a dystopian class, which I didn't know was a dystopian class until we started, so. And I found 3 5-stars. The next book is We Shall Sing a Song into the Deep by Andrew Kelly Stewart. This is a very short book. It is about a religious group stuck, or not really stuck, but they're in a submarine underwater with a weapon to trigger the second coming. It's a war. And they want to pretty much start up the war again with the surface. And I just like this book because I really like the writing style. It was short and it was sweet and it was quick and punchy. I love a good punchy style. It is one of my favorites. Short, long kind of stuff, and I really enjoyed it. The story was extremely well developed for how short it is, and it's rewarding when you finish it. And that's why I gave it 5 stars. The next book, The Children of Men by P.D. James. I don't know why I like this book so much. Going to be real. A lot of people find this boring and very slow, and I agree, it is very slow. But for some reason, I thoroughly enjoyed it when I normally don't, which is weird. So I just think I liked having a slow book because we were reading a lot of fast dystopian in that class. I think I just liked how slow paced this was, but also how kind of meandering it was. Just because if you don't know, this book is about women stop having babies. They can't have babies anymore. The world is in panic because women can't have babies anymore. And I think I like it slow because the process of trying to figure out, what the hell you're gonna do now that women can't have babies is slow, and it can be torturous, just like this book is. So yeah, really enjoyed this. The Children of Men by P.D. James. The next book is The Secret Book Society by Madeline Miller. The amount of times I have said The Secret History while trying to introduce this book is diabolical. It's been 4 times. I've called it The Secret History 4 times, and it's not The Secret History. Anyways, The Secret Book Society is set in London in 1895, and this is about trapped women in relationships, stuck with men and trying to meet societal expectations. At the time, women couldn't really read. Not that they couldn't read, but men didn't want them to read. They didn't want them being tainted by the world around them, and their minds are ruined by these books. And that is basically what this is about. It is about a group of women rebelling against that society and that mindset of that time. And I think it was a really well done book. And I really enjoyed it. I got this as an ARC originally, so I actually have not read the published version. This is the published version, but I just took my ARC notes and stuck them in here. But I do want to reread it because of that, and I will eventually. Look how pretty this cover is. Gorgeous. 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 So this next book I actually almost DNF'd. I got 10 pages in and was like, I don't want to read this. But it is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I listened to this on audiobook with my sister and had the best time. I had so much fun. I loved the plot. I loved the characters. We were squealing. We were gasping. We were, I thought it was so fun. This originally was a 4-star when I finished it. However, it would not leave me alone. So I gave it a 5-star because it wouldn't get out of my head until I did that. So I gave it 5 stars. And I think it deserves it, honestly, because it's just so fun. It was so fun. If you don't know, this is about 2 sisters, Tella and Scarlett, who want to go to Caraval, which is like a game competition that's held by this guy named Legend, who is magical. Whoa, magical. And he runs the whole thing. And we just follow them trying to get through this game. And it was so fun. It's a really cool concept because you don't know who's lying and who's not, even to you as a reader. And I think that's awesome. I love a good, unreliable narration. Maybe not protagonist, but just the entirety of the book is unreliable most of the time. And I think that's so cool. I love that. I love it so much. Okay. This next 3 are series. The Emily Wilde series by Heather Fawcett, I gave all 5 stars this year. Whoa. I gave all 5 stars this year, and I really enjoyed them. The first book would be my first favorite, second book would be my second favorite, third book would be my. I think as series go on, they do tend to lose their initial spark, and I'm not surprised. That's why I don't read as many series as I should. I don't love series for that. But I liked this. I liked it a lot. If you don't know, this is about Emily Wilde, obviously, who is a professor at Cambridge, and I need not do that. She studies fairies, and not the Tinkerbell kind, but they're kind of mean and can be a little evil kind and can hurt people kind. And I love that. I think it's really fun. It's not seen that often. I don't think. I don't read fae. I don't read fae. But I really enjoyed it. I really liked how magical and whimsical and just fun it was. Really enjoyed the 2 characters, Emily and the other professor that that Emily ends up running into quite a lot, who is Wendell. I loved their dynamic, and I really liked that she had a dog. That was fun. I liked the dog. I really liked the dog. Also, look. Oh my god, ow. Okay. There's one more book, and it is also part of a series. I read the first one, 2024, and I read this one in 2025, and it is All of Our Demise by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. It's about families in this little town who were kind of cursed, and they have to send one of their teenagers or children to go to this competition where they pretty much fight for the death. They fight to the death. And this series is about these kids who get picked for this, trying to fight back at that system that was made that they unfortunately had to get pulled into with really no choice at all. They want to fight back, and it follows all of them, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I think they're all followed. And it was just really fun. I had a good time. It can be a little gory, but if you like gore, go ahead. I enjoyed it. I will say they both are a little on the long side, unnecessarily kind of, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. I just had a really good time and really enjoyed myself while reading this book, and I would gladly recommend it. It did make me a little sad sometimes, but that's okay. It's okay to be a little sad. There's one more, but it was a short story, and I don't actually remember a lot of it, but I gave it 5 stars because it made me cry. Honey's Blues by James Baldwin. Yes, okay. This is about the relationship between two brothers in Harlem, and one of the brothers' inability to understand his other brother's want to be a musician. He can't understand why you would want to be a musician, and shows how people express themselves through music. And the sad just that it just made me so sad. I don't know why, you know. It did make me tear up a little bit, and I was at work, so that wasn't good. But it is a short story. I don't know how long it is. I don't think it's too long, but it is a short story. I read it for class, and I really just, it made me feel. It made me feel. It really did. And that's why I gave it 5 stars, I'm pretty sure. It was like an immediate 5 stars too. I didn't even think about it. It's just like, oh. So yeah, that is my favorites of 2025 list. It was a really good reading year for me. I got a lot of 5 stars, obviously, and I read a lot. I think I read 87 books. I think it was 87 books. The goal was 20. It was originally 20. My goal was 20 to read, and I read 80 something. So that's amazing. And I'm so excited to do more reading this year. I've already finished a book, and it was amazing. I gave it 4.5 stars. Hello? My PC keeps coming on, and it's like really bright and in my face. So, and it starts to change colors. And I'm excited. I gave it 4.5 stars. Insane. Hello. First book of 2026 is a 4.5. Hello. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this whole thing, I appreciate you a lot. And that's amazing that anyone's watching this. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you whenever I upload next. Okay.